Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at Scizor today. A few of you have been requesting this for a while, so I thought, let's go ahead and do this. Yesterday was my experiment day for team comps and just new Pokemon that I haven't really used at this rank or in Go Battle League in some time. I wanted to see what would happen in rank 9 using these things, so it worked out pretty good. As a matter of fact, Scizor is fantastic here, and it's also going to be a nice shiny too. So Scizor, what is it actually going to be good for? Well, good up against Cresselia, Giratina, very common Pokemon. Also going to be able to resist Charm users and hit him for super effective with Iron Head. I'm personally going to be running Fury Cutter. It's going to be able to gain energy a little bit faster. Also super effective to those dark types as well as the psychic types. So we're looking at Cresselia as well as Obstagoon. I am going to be running Night Slash, which can raise your attack. It's going to be very nice if you do get that, kind of like the Obstagoon, right? So we're going to be going down there, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and go in here with the Scizor, shielding this up. Now, what I want to do is basically farm the Empoleon down here with Fury Cutter, and so we're going to be able to have a ton of energy for whatever they do bring in. We have two shields. They're going with that Togekiss here. This is the perfect example for you guys. Now, take a look. Maybe should have went for Night Slash, but I just didn't want to take the chance, seeing that it's not going to take me too long to get to the next Iron Head here. And we're going to be doing super effective. We made them burn both shields at this point. Going to be swapping into our Swampert here. And we're just going to take this Ancient Power. Not very effective. They didn't get the boost. Swapping into their Giratina. Now I planned this way so that they will swap back into their Giratina. We're going to just put on as much damage as possible here. Looks like we're actually able to take out that Giratina, and we're going to be able to get off a Hydro Cannon, doing extra damage to that Togekiss, so our Scizor can come in here with the resistance for the Charm, and we should be able to get off an Iron Head and take the win. We did save the shield for the very end here, so we played this out very good. Going for the Ancient Power. Thank goodness they didn't get the boost. Although I think if they did get it at this point, we would have been able to survive the Charm, and we still would have been able to take them out with the Iron Head. So looking great. Really enjoying this. I might actually use it today again as well. Although you need to look out for fire, of course, being Steel and Bug. Charizard will absolutely wreck you, or anything else that somebody else is going to be using. Honestly, there's not really too many other Fire-type Pokemon that you're going to really be seeing. Maybe a Typhlosion once in a while. All right, so they're going to be swapping into Escavalier. We're going to go right into our Swampert here. For the whole video, we're going to be using Scizor, Cresselia, and Swampert. Swampert, you guys know, it's super cheap, right? You can just spam those Hydro Cannons. You have to look out for Grass, something that you're also not going to really see too often. A few people do have Grass Knot on their Cresselias, and you do see a Venusaur from time to time. Venusaur is actually, really good, right? Able to spam all its charge moves at a decent rate and put up a fight, even up against the things that it's even weak against. So Cresselia is going to be getting off that Grass Knot, just like we were describing there. Perfect. I think I should go in here. I don't know exactly. Cresselia, okay. We want to just maybe absorb some energy and or have them swap. Okay, fantastic. I think we did lower their attack and they swapped there. We're going to go ahead and go into our Scizor, and now time for it to shine. Let's see what this thing can do going up against the Prince of Darkness over here. Re-rose our attack, folks. Let's go. We got the attack boost. Gonna go ahead and let that first one through. I was thinking at this point, maybe I should have maybe shielded that up to preserve my health after getting the boost, but they're letting that go through. Fantastic. So at this point, I think we should shield up and obviously just farm down. Really not too much to farm. They're going in here with the Cresselia. Now I'm hoping I can get to another Night Slash. That's hoping for a lot. Or we're going to swap. Okay, that works too. It's really hard and it hurts when you swap out of something that actually got the boost like that. But it's going to be necessary. Not all the time you're going to have to be able to stay in there, or you're going to be able to stay in there because, well, you're in a bad position, right? Just because you have the boost doesn't mean you should stay. So we got out of there. Perfect. We're able to bring it low. Going in here with Scizor, farming it down. We have energy, and we're able to take out the next Pokemon with quick moves, the Giratina. Going into the next match here, we're met with a Melmetal. This is not a good situation at all. Now, I could swap into Swampert, but they're obviously going to just counter me, right? So we're going to just play this out for a minute here. If we can get the attack debuff, we're going to be looking great. So it's not like hope is lost quite yet. We can still win this fight, to be honest with you, if we do shield up, but I don't really want to burn our shields quite yet here. Those rock slides are going to be adding up here. They're able to get to another one, and you also have to look out for Superpower on Melmetal as well, because that thing can spam it. Going for another Moonblast here to potentially get the attack debuff, but looks like nothing happened there. And we're going to go ahead and let this go down. We're just going to go in here with Swampert here. So at this point, I didn't swap because I didn't want to lose switch advantage. But at this rate, we're going to be able to go in here and still be able to switch at this point. Expecting that superpower, they're going to be going into Togekiss. And I just so happen to have my beautiful shiny Scizor ready to go here. So we're going to go for Night Slash to see if we can get that shield and an attack boost. Of course, see, do you see what I'm talking about? Every time I go for the bait, they let it go through. Every time I go for the hard-hitting move, they shield it up. It's like they know exactly what I'm going to do over here. So going for the Iron Head this time, taking it out, fantastic. Look at that damage. Isn't that insane? They have a Lucario back there. This is not looking too good for me here. Going for the Night Slash and swapping into Swampert immediately just to do as much damage and put on the pressure to have them use their shields. Expecting a power-up punch, but the thing is Lucario is going to be able to just rack up this damage with counters right here, and we're not looking great. We're not going to be able to win this, but I want you to see this. This is absolutely hilarious. When the Scizor comes back in, it just says, I give up. Look at this. I put it in slow-mo. It straight up just lies down on the ground, and it even has its shiny sparkles animation happen too. Absolutely hilarious. I bet you my opponent was laughing at that as well. So moving it on to the next battle, we met with a Cresselia here, so we're going to do the Cresselia mirror match, you know. So it's all about who can get the attack debuff first, obviously, for these matchups here. So my Cresselia, as you've seen the IVs in the beginning, that was going to be my Great League one that I did have a secondary move on. Not very cheap for these legendaries to buy that secondary move, or second charge move, should I say. So what I decided to do instead of investing rare candies, because I put all of mine into Palkia recently, which is not a horrible move. I did have a 100 and it does have Aqua Tail now, so viable for Master League. Open Master League. So yeah, point is I used a lot of rare candies, didn't want to make a new one with, you know, a different set of IVs, so I just I just used this when I powered up the Cresselia that I currently had with the candies that I did have for it, because I did have a few lying around. Anyways, doesn't look great for us here. I'm gonna go for the Future Sight. I don't know if I should have done this. Should have probably just went for the Moonblast to try to get the attack debuff again. We're both able to get to our Moonblast at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and let it go down and go in here with Scizor and farm down. So it should be a good idea. Taking it out. But now they're going to be able to counter us with whatever they do have back there. It's going to be a Gyarados. So, I mean, this isn't the worst, to be honest with you. We're both squishy, so it's kind of like the squish off. Alright? Able to get to another Night Slash. But the thing is, I can get the boost potentially from my charge move. And Gyarados can, and it's going to take forever while we're actually resisting the Dragon Breath too. So they're swapping into their Swampert, and we made a very slow swap into ours. They actually have a Shadow Swampert, which is going to be doing a lot of damage, but obviously taking a little bit more. I think they Elite TM'd this. I think that's how they did that, right? Save your Shadow, I don't know, starter Pokemon or anything else you do have that did receive a community day for the end of the year if you do not want to use an Elite TM, and you should be able to get that, all right, if you are able to TM it during that Team Rocket event. All right, so our Swampert's going down here. They're swapping back into their Gyarados, and we were going for the Night Slash right away here. And let's see what happens. Going for another one. This is going to be a really close battle. Taking them out. And time is up. So I would have been able to get to another one, or maybe they had a Hydro Cannon, so I won by having more health there. Moving it on to, I do believe we have like two more battles, a couple more battles here. We're met with a Lapras, so, you know, starting it off with the Cresselia, see if we can get the attack debuff. No attack debuff there, but doesn't really matter. We don't need it. This is a comfortable matchup for Cresselia anyways. We're going to be able to get to those Moonblasts quite frequently as opposed to them getting to their Surfs. And yes, both are tanky Pokemon, but our attack is, or Moonblast is doing a little bit more damage than their Surf is. It's starting to add up here though. So let's see if they're going to let this go through or use a shield. Letting it go through, fantastic. And we got the attack debuff. All right, now we're in business, folks. We can go ahead and let this go through. And they're getting to another one. I think I might let this go through because since their attack is lowered, we're going to just go in here with Scizor, I do believe. I don't think Swampert's going to be the smartest idea here. All right, perfect. Now, what I want to do is let this go through. Yeah, attack has been dropped. We don't have to worry about that too much. Farming extra here, so we have some built-up energy for whatever they do decide to bring in after this. And if my voice sounds a little different, I'm using my newer mic. I just said the heck with it. It's consistent. It doesn't have the muffle. I'm going to try to look into what I can do to fix this in the future. But for now, I just need to get these videos out for you guys. Man, having the puppy and my son over here is a headache. Like, it's not a headache. It's just a lot of work, right? I have to, you know, make the breakfast. I have to clean up the puppy and do all this different stuff, take it out and play with it, play with her. And, yeah, I like to get all that stuff out of the way before I start working on my videos. So anyways, up against the Giratina, and able to take us down, unfortunately. Going in here with the Swampert, and I don't know how I'm going to play my way through this one. They have a Clefable in the back, so this is pretty much GG's for sure. So anyways, if you did enjoy this video, folks, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. I'll be continuing to bring you Pokemon Go updates and battles. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time.